because he's probably relying on the state of Texas to be misogynistic, which is a reasonable gamble, by the way, because everybody in here knows I have shown nothing but support for Emaru and nothing but empathy for the position that Emaru is in. And I believe her. Also, he literally, like, it corroborated the stories that she told. And there's evidence to back up the things that she said. But what she claimed, the words she used, were not necessarily the way that the law in Texas views those specific words. Because of Texas law, because of Texas's fucked up misogynistic law, because Texas doesn't take assault as seriously as other states do, which very few states even do, he could win this. And this is coming from someone who wants Emaru to win. I don't really care about Asmongold getting sued. I'm sorry. I really don't give a shit about that. Like, I really don't care. Asmongold and Mizkif fighting is hilarious for me. But for Emaru, I want her to win. And it sucks that there is a chance that she could lose because Texas doesn't treat their definition of sexual assault is going to be different than a lot of other states' definition of sexual assault. And if a judge finds that her usage of the term sexual assault is not the legal definition that Texas uses, that would be a defamatory statement because he didn't technically, legally do that, whether he actually did admit to doing that, right? Legal Eagle actually has a video of it. Wait, does he act? No way. Legal Eagle made a video about this? Wow, it's kind of like, you're joking. Wait. He did? Oh, but is this like... Okay, this is under the Legal Eagle video, but it's like some other dude or something? They did play an OnlyFans together? Wait, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? I'm looking. Oh, it's barely Legal Eagle. It's a Legal Eagle grew the channel. Because this is from 4 days ago. Was the lawsuit announced by then? This is about TwitchCon, no? Does this cover the lawsuit for Mizkif?
Twitch heightens if someone uses force to defend themselves.
Oh, I think this was just about TwitchCon. I think this is just about TwitchCon. I think this is about Emaru's situation with TwitchCon. I don't think this is about the Mizkif thing. It's about both. I mean, from 4 days ago is unlikely because this was like released in 4 days ago, right? Last 5 minutes are about Emaru's lawsuit possibilities, but aren't they about her possibilities? Wait.
Claiming that she was murdering her own pet rabbits. In a response video, he admitted that he was controlling, but denied most of the rest of it.
In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me.
He also claims that, quote, I'm ashamed that the situation got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I'd punch holes in the wall or slam doors in aggression. Which kind of seems ridiculous, to be honest, especially in the face of serious sexual assault allegations. But technically, and I'm going to stress technically, throwing a stuffed animal at someone could qualify as assault under Texas law. In Texas, a person...
So this is the point that I'm making, right? This is the point that I keep harping on. And I'm going to repeat it as many times as I have to because I know clip chimpers are always here, always watching because they have nothing better to do with their sad, pathetic lives. But I am fully in support of Emaru and I want her to win. But unfortunately, I'm concerned that Texas law will fuck her over. Like Texas law... Again, this is coming from not personal experience per se, but anecdotal experience that a friend of mine, I'll share the shortest version of the story, but she was working out at a gym in Texas and she was sexually assaulted when she was showering at the gym by one of the staff members. And they literally had half this shit on fucking camera. And she had to go through these court proceedings for 2 years. And you know what they said? Well, he only like groped your tits, which is not technically sexual assault, but we can give him like, unwanted touching. And that's the most we're going to get. Like, you have to understand that Texas sexual assault law is very clear on like they only view like anything penetrative as being assault. Or like, and forget about fucking rape, dude. Proving rape in the United States in general is insane. It's difficult. And all of us, like sane people, are like, I'm sorry, someone is showering and you don't know them, and then you go and assault them and grab their tits, unwanted touching. That's sexual assault. There is no universe where anyone in here should ever call that anything but sexual assault. And guess what? As in good old Texas, it's not sexual assault. So he gets a nice little slap on the wrist and he's free to go. And she was literally dealing with these fucking court proceedings for years, having to fucking relive this trauma. And then having to find out that this guy isn't going to get anything other than a slap on the fucking wrist at the end of it is like the most disgusting garbage on the planet. So that's what I'm trying to explain when I'm talking about Emeru's case. It's not that I don't want Emeru to win. I want Emeru to win. I'm concerned with how Texas would view, first of all, how Texas views women in general, how the United States does, but Texas even worse. And also how they view assault and also how they view sexual assault, because they just don't take sexual assault seriously. How did a man get into the women's changing room? He was cleaning. He was one of the like janitors or whatever. She has more money though. I mean, at a certain amount of money, when both parties have a similar amount of money, it kind of matters what the law is. If you can both hire really good lawyers, which they both can, they're both millionaires. And there's one factor that's even worse. It's not in this legal video. I don't know why people are bringing this up. This is about what Emeru could do. But it doesn't go over the actual document. I wish there was a full video dedicated to just the document. But he goes over this. There's one other factor here that's really important, which is they kicked him from the company. So Mizkiff got booted from the company because he like violated the contract. He was a brand risk for OTK. So they kicked him from the company. And then they told him, hey, by the way, sorry, let me just read it. Idiot. If you think he has a good video on this, you are an idiot. Oh my God. He literally immediately on this case, I saw he was like, Mizkiff has no chance. It's like the document was released 2 minutes ago. You didn't even read it before you tweeted this. I can't believe anyone takes that guy seriously. That's amazing. That's amazing. Anyways, also he's a part of Mythic, so of course he's going to defend Mythic. Like, come on. So yeah, so there's that, right? And then this is the. Let me continue reading. That very same day, OTK sent Mizkiff a letter purporting to terminate his interest in the company. OTK claimed it was entitled to do so based on the nature of Emeru's allegations. Emeru is under the handle, blah, blah, blah. And then it says, this letter asserted a number of purported breaches in the owner's agreement. No such breaches occurred. Nonetheless, OTK asserted it was reclaiming Mizkiff's 1.1 million shares of OTK without payment. The letter further asserted he owed over $600,000, that Mizkiff was to pay $600,000 to Mythic for management fees related to purported breaches that did not occur. Through OTK, Mythic demanded repayment of these allegedly owed fees. Further, the letter falsely asserted that Mizkiff violated his agreement with King, purported to reclaim Mizkiff's 93,000 shares, and then demanded payment of almost $300,000 as a result of purported breaches. So they literally said, you owe us $1 million. Also, we're taking all of your shares without any compensation. And now, if you were to ask me on a personal level, just on a personal level, do I think Mizkiff is a piece of shit, and do I give a shit about him getting sued or him losing all this money? I'm going to be honest, I really don't care. Mizkiff is kind of a huge piece of shit. He's always been a douchebag since his very first days on Twitch. There are very few people that get on air and would defend him. I think I saw one person that said, it sucks that he did this shit because he's been good to me, and it sucks that he's done so much shitty things to so many other people because he's never done this to me. And that was it. He has always been the, I'm going to be a massive douchebag person forever to everyone. To almost everyone. So I don't really give a shit. I really don't care. Which I'm sure many other people see my loss and they're like, I don't care that you're getting sued. Right? Fair. That's reasonable. You can have whatever opinion you want. the thing is, his lawyer could totally make an argument that this was like not quite a hostile takeover, because a hostile takeover has a very specific definition for something else, but that it was actually collusion between like Emiru and Asmongold to smear him and then kick him out of the company and reclaim everything that he has and profit off of his suffering. That his team could make that argument, that they charge him $1 million, they take millions of dollars of what he's worth, and they don't pay him back because they're like, well, we don't need to give you payment. It's in our law. It's in our contract, and now we're going to kick you out of the company completely. And we will corroborate each other's stories, and we will verify each other's stories, and you will get fucked. So the idea that I'm not giving them ideas. It's in this lawsuit. Trust me, it's in this lawsuit already. The idea that that's why anyone who's watching lolcow mindset, it's like, you are an idiot. Okay? In the state of Texas, the idea that he has no case, you're an idiot. He absolutely has a case, which sucks because I don't want him to have a case. Are you fucking kidding me? It's Mizkif. I don't want that piece of shit to have a case. That guy fucking blows dick. He sucks. But he does, unfortunately. So it'll be interesting, I guess, to see how it like plays out. I do think it was insane that they pulled this as hard as they did, because I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have sued if not for the fact that they literally said, oh, by the way, you owe these people $600K and you owe these people $300K. And also we're taking all of your shares with any company. I'm too brand unfriendly. They also took 1.1 million shares, which I don't know how much each share is worth, but it's got to be millions of dollars. OTK is worth an obscene amount of money. Let me see if I can find, there was one other thing. One sec. So the one thing, yeah, I do think, so there's a couple things. He is accusing them of defamation per se, and I only know about this because it came up with the retraction demand that I issued Ethan Klein. And defamation per se basically says that this thing that you accused someone of is so inherently bad, we don't need to prove that it actually damaged you. That can include crimes. That can include saying that someone has like HIV or AIDS. Like, there are statements that are so defamatory on their own, you don't need to prove that anything bad happened. So accusing someone of a crime, like calling someone a pedophile or calling someone like a rapist or calling someone a sexual abuser, or saying, basically anytime you accuse someone of a crime, which she accused him of a crime, she accused him of sexual assault, that's defamation per se. All you need to prove is that the person made that statement and that the statement isn't true. You don't need to prove this was a defamatory, like a statement that would be a normal defamatory statement would be, she left these termites and these animals were neglected. She was neglecting her rabbits. Now, if Emiru was to countersue for like the neglecting of rabbits, that's not a crime per se. Like, that's not defamation per se. So she would need to prove that the claim about the rabbits injured her in some way. So defamation per se is a very powerful thing in the law, that if you accuse someone of a crime, it's such a serious allegation to accuse someone of, or sorry, like it's such a serious thing to accuse someone of, that you don't have to prove that people stop watching your stream or people stop talking to you or whatever because of it. This happened to me in Minnesota. A judge agreed that I was harassing for calling out a rapist asshole. Yeah. Yeah. Let's let the courts figure this one out, Denim. What the fuck are you talking about? Figure these nuts out on your chin. That's why you shouldn't say stuff that you're 100% sure about. I mean, obviously, of course. I'm just describing what the law says about like defamation versus defamation per se. Now, they still would have to prove malice, which I don't know how hard, because when it comes to public figures, you have to prove malice. I don't know how hard that would be. I don't know what that looks like. I don't know what that defense looks like. I haven't I'm not building. I'm not their lawyer. I'm not his lawyer. You know, I'm not sitting here combing through this trying to figure out what could be used as malice and what couldn't be used as malice. But I do know it is defamation per se, which weighs in his favor. And the actual malice standard, by the way, is that she knew it was true, or no, that she knew it was false, or acted with disregard for the truth. Which, like, he might argue, well, her saying that I'm a sexual assaulter was a disregard for the truth because she knows what that set means is X, Y, and Z. But, like, that's a whole... I'm not building that argument for them, you know. Do your own fucking homework. Do your own work. Basically, unfortunately for Emeru, it's, like, not a open and shut case, which is tough. Which sucks because the guy is a total fucking piece of shit and a scumbag. Like, I don't like Mizkif. I haven't liked Mizkif ever. I don't think there was ever a period of time where I've liked Mizkif. But yeah, that's why the people being like, watch the legal mindset video. I'm not watching Lolcom mindset. That guy's like the biggest tool, the biggest hack, and the biggest idiot on the planet. And if you actually just read the document instead of listening to what this other guy tells you, you would immediately realize that he's a fucking tool and a hack. Because the difficult thing with defamation per se is that if you want to be awarded damages, like you want to be awarded money, you don't necessarily get awarded a lot of money for defamation per se. Because you don't have to prove that there were damages, you don't get damages. So you get like a nominal damages, which like it can be like $1 for that. But because they literally sent him a check, or sorry, not a check, a bill. They sent him an invoice for $600K and another one for $300K, and then they took all his shares. Unfortunately, the damages are there. Now, whether or not he can prove it is its own story, and whether or not Texas law will classify what happened as sexual assault, which unfortunately Texas law hates women, so I'm concerned about Emeru in this case, which sucks because, you know, fuck that piece of shit. Yeah. Doesn't loser Kif know that this will make him look like even worse in the community? Yeah, but the question is, it's like, let's say you were dumb enough to be Ms. Kif for 2 seconds, right? You're stupid enough that you have everything. You have it all, and you just flush it down the toilet like a total moron, and then you start like throwing shit at your girlfriend, giving her bruises and then going on air and being like, listen, yes, I gave her black eyes, but it was because I was throwing the things near her. I wasn't intentionally throwing them at her. Okay? Like, let's say that you're that guy. I know, terrifying. This company just charged you $1 million and took away millions of dollars of shares from you. You would sue. I'm sorry. His reputation is gone. Okay, the reputation is gone, people. And it's been gone for like weeks now. I don't think he gives a shit anymore about how he looks. I think he wants his fucking money. I think he wants his millions of dollars. I think he wants his final paycheck and then he's down to dip. People already hate him. If I was in his position, if you like teleported me in his body right now, I would sue. Because your reputation it's totally cooked. It's completely cooked. In my humble opinion, I think it's cooked. But and the worst part is, for Mizkif, his reputation is cooked because of his response video. That's why it was cooked. Because, dude, it is so effective to just say, women be lying, and then get off air, and then that's it. But he did that fucking moronic fucking stream. Oh my God. Like, why did you get on air and then do this?
Expose everything, bro. It's time to go full demon time. It's clearly obvious at this point. It's full demon time. Why not? It is time to go full demon time. Let
me just say, I just noticed I got $300, so I have to fucking eat these tomatoes. And I see that we're $25 away from the next 100. Do not fucking donate, you cocksuckers, dude. Don't do it.
No holding back. Who cares anymore?
All at once.
I will expose everything about every person that you've ever known. And it is time to go full demon time. Can you clarify what, if anything, was said to her team at TwitchCon? I said that if she goes after me, then I will go nuclear. And that is exactly what I said. And that's what's going to happen. Because you can't mess with me anymore. I don't have anything to lose. I'm sorry I don't. Go after me all you want. I have nothing to lose. Let's watch the world burn. Go crazy. Who cares? Who fucking cares? I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do
dangers of plushies. Can they hurt your
believe
child?
that this is a time to go fucking buck wild. You're a disgusting piece of shit. Absolutely. Been that for years. That's pretty fucking par for the course. What are we gonna pretend that I'm not a piece of shit? We've all known this. I would like to address everything that was said today. Okay? Let's get some yos in chat first. Maybe some tryhards. It's perfectly fine. Go ahead. She brushed over that I threw water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. I will throw you and show you an example, chat. I never threw it at her. I never hit her. And she even said in her situation that she bruises easily. In regards to being controlling, I told her many things. I told her to dress older, to stop wearing pajamas, to stop talking about stalkers and schizos as a whole, stop talking about past relationships, and yes, I didn't want her to travel without me. I also said that I didn't want her to hang out with specific people. This is because I didn't want her to get hurt. I didn't want Emmy to get assaulted. I would use her for content, but after stream would want to be alone. I'm ashamed that the situations got so bad, but Emmy was also violent. She would throw clothes or plushies at me, and I punched holes in the walls or slammed doors in aggression. As this time happened, I was a massive wreck, couldn't think straight, and being that Emeru hung out with me all day, she too started to become high-strung. Would you guys stop spamming never sub, never donated? Okay, relax. We would yell at each other, fight, and argue all the time. Things we never once did. I felt this relationship was taking a huge strain. But as we stayed around longer, I started resenting her a lot more. You can take it out of emote-only mode. Are you starting your right-wing grift? It's getting close.
And all of those clips, all of those sound bites were, by the way, from his stream, from his response stream. Like, the reality is, you can't get canceled unless you cancel yourself, to be quite honest with you. And his mistake was just making that response video in the first place. Like, he just should not have made that response video. That was the biggest mistake that he made, in my opinion. Because, like, dude, there's so much power in just, like, accusing all the women that speak out against you as being liars. Like, unfortunately, it's very effective. Unfortunately. To my dismay, it's effective. But yeah, it is a crazy lawsuit. It's definitely it's I gotta say, a little fun for somebody else to be getting in a lawsuit that I can read those documents on stream and not have to care because it's not related to my case. That's pretty dope, pretty cool. Appreciate it. But yeah, that is what we will be looking at, chat. Also, a normal sized document. Fucking thank God, 12 pages. So, anywho, that was the OTK thing. Sorry, I couldn't bear to stand the idea. I couldn't bear the idea. Combining two things. That people are like looking at people being like, there's no chance. It's like, no, unfortunately, she lives in Texas. I know, it sucks. Same thing with everyone who fucking lives in that shithole state. And the way that they define sexual assault is just like, it's ass. So, you know, we'll see how it plays out. It is an L, unfortunately, but it's like, Miskiff's so easy to hate, too. It's like, that sucks. Move from hell to another hell? Yeah. No, she's not living in LA. She still lives in Texas. Don't underestimate thrown stuffed animals. It was a plushy Pikachu going at Mach 4 that took down the South Tower. The North was still a jetliner, just a weird coincidence. Stop. Dude, shut up. Like, you are not funny. Stop. Yes, I am laughing, but I laugh at everything. Okay, so. Okay. One sec. Wait. Hold. Can I just say one bit of like kind of hopium? This is one last story for today that I wanted to share with you guys that made me really happy. There's this account apparently on TikTok. And there's this lady on TikTok calling churches saying that she needs help buying formula for her baby just to see if they will actually help their communities. She's called 20 plus places, and so far only a mosque and a tiny little church in Appalachia have offered to help. It's up to 37 churches so far, and she records every phone call and post. Her account is Nikaylee Monroe. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Damn, I'm white phobic, dude. I just fucking up every single white name. And there was another response on this that was like really dope, but isn't it a shock? Isn't it a shock that only a small church would want to help the people and help its community and help the community members? And a mosque? Isn't that so crazy? It's shocking, honestly. I heard that all Muslims were evil and Islamic and they hate everyone. Isn't that so weird? That sure is weird. I guess that sure is bizarre. Not a shock. Big churches agree. I mean, like, dude, the biggest scam, and one of the biggest, there's a lot of scams in this country. This is like the country of scams at this point. But one of the biggest scams in this country is mega churches. The fact that mega churches are like unbelievably rich billionaire pieces, are run by unbelievably rich, evil billionaire pieces of shit and just like rake in money is just disgusting. It's actually just so fucking disgusting. Let me see. And even people who like watch these and like have like reported on them. Not only that, but the Islamic Center she called didn't even hesitate, asked her right away which brand she needs and where they can send it. What I like about her series is that you can tell who has humanity and who treats religion like it's a business. And like, my understanding is that you can't just give any baby formula to any baby. Like, certain babies need different formula and certain babies will only have certain formula. So if the religious center you're calling is like, yeah, what center do you need? What brand do you need? Where can we send it? We want to help you. It means that they actually want to help. Which is like insane. It's like, only worship the free Jesus. So disgusting. These people literally only believe in supply side Jesus. Kenneth Copeland is the best proof of demons existing among us. Dude, that guy is a demon. I'm sorry. Kenneth Copeland is a fucking demon. That guy is not a human being. He literally looks like he's wearing like a skin suit. And the fact that, and this has been my experience as well, that like small religious organizations, like really small chapters or really small churches, or like even like mosques as well, the smaller that they are, the more willing they are to actually help. Because I did help out family friend, and she worked this family friend of mine, her mom worked at a church, and only basically just completely, it was just free community service. And that was the majority of the work that they did. And they would help you, but the only obligation was that, like, you know, you would show up for the interviews. Like, they were trying to help people get back on their feet. And it'd be like, we will, you know, like, get a suit for you. We'll get you a phone. We'll get you an address. We will line up interviews, but you have to show up. And if you don't show up, we can't help you anymore. But as long as you're willing to, like, work with us and show up, we will help you as much as we can, all free of charge, of course. And surprise, surprise, that church, none of the people there that were doing all that work made any money off of any of that stuff. It's common for those who have the least to be willing to give the most. And then the bigger you get in the church, the more obscene the fucking organizers are. But, yeah. I've also found that people with less money are more willing to lend money to someone that's in need than people with lots of money. Yeah. But, yeah. So I'm glad that we're finally in an era in the United States where we're not like totally run by Islamophobia. We can actually have a Muslim mayor in New York, people posting. And I've always said this, dude, if you want to contribute in the war against Islamophobia, throw in some inshallahs, dude. Throw in some masha'allahs. They're not bad words. It just means like God willing. Thank God. Throw those in, dude. You can have white boy jihad summer swag. That's okay. Some inshallah, some alhamdulillah. You can throw those in. I am giving everyone the pass. I'm not religious though. Yeah, but you never said in your life, Jesus fuck. You've never said that ever. You've never said God damn it. Just because you're using terms that have the word God in it doesn't make you religious. So yeah, and finally, I don't have anything else I want to share, but I do want to show you guys this photo I took of my cat. Look at how cute he is. Look at how cute he is. Also, to the last person who decided to fucking curse me with a tomato, fuck you. Damn you. Well, I'm going to head off for today. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the stream. I will see all of you guys tomorrow for a wonderful Sunday fun day. And I love my Sunday streams. So please have a great rest of your day. Stay hydrated. Tell your homies you love them. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Bye! Hello, Denims. I just wanted to thank you for getting my Twitch account banned for 30 days, for saying I liked your OnlyFans. Truly great. Hope you end up poor. All love. Heart emoji. He's still here. This is, by the way, Chad, I'm giving out my secret tricks too much. I'm sorry. This is like the biggest compliment that I get on a daily basis, which is people saying that like they hate me, but they can't stop watching. That is like the nicest thing that you can say to me. And I'm not joking. It is the most common compliment that I get almost every single day. And I'm just, you don't understand what a boost it is to me, to my self-esteem, to my brand, to just like everything, to my confidence. It's amazing. Thank you. It's like, damn, I'm like heroin for you, dude. You can't quit, dude. You've been here for months and you're like, oh, I want to stop watching stupid. Ugh, this woman vexes me. But I'm so value-tained and like I'm up to date with like all the stuff that's happening and it's kind of entertaining. Fuck. All right, moving on. Moving on. I wanted to talk about something else. This is kind of a fun story. On the topic of women. Okay, now let's show a dumb woman, shall we? Women's rights and women's wrongs. This is a very woman-focused stream. The chick who like posted herself in like blackface, who is like addicted to crack, I think. And people keep posting photos of her. No, it's addicted to meth. This one. She did blackface on Twitter. And people started posting this picture of her doing meth. Oh, dude. I love this post so much. I love her. I don't actually love her, but I love watching her get shit on relentlessly. Well, she also got really mad that people keep calling her bald. So she started trying to disprove the bald allegations by posting videos that make her look even more bald. Let me see if I can find it. Wait 1 second. One second. Here we go. Oh, yes. I hate to say sorry to disappoint you, but I actually do not have a bald spot. And then she posted this photo and she's wearing, for anyone who doesn't know, you can buy something called clip-on bangs. And it's exactly what it sounds like. They're bangs that you can clip on to your head. Let me see if I can maybe find a short for those who don't know. And there's a lot of values to having clip-on bangs. I'm not shitting on clip-on bangs. I think there's a lot of instances where clip-on bangs kind of like they kind of eat. But this is what they look like. It just looks like bangs, and then you just clip them on.
Big no. Anyway, these bangs made me feel some type of way. It's giving me like Chung Li vibe.
They're particularly nice when like you don't want to cut your hair, but you want to go for like bangs look. I know a lot of women who they just don't want to cut their hair and they want to grow it out, and they are trying not to cave to getting bangs again. So they like get the clip-on bangs so they can rep it. But you have to match the color correctly. The color has to match. Otherwise, everyone can tell that you're wearing clip-on bangs like she is here, because everyone can see where the clip-on bangs meet your hair, girl. Oh, dude, you're not beating the meth allegations. Holy shit, dude. and they're so not color matched. But anyways, so 11 million people had to look at this woman's bald spot as she says, "No, I'm not balding. I don't have a bald spot." And then and people saying, "Dude, the ratio is crazy. 24K likes to the 2.8K likes is crazy." Girl, we know those bangs are fake. What does that have to do with a non-existent bald spot? It's like, girl, you're hiding the bald spot with the bangs. Oh, dude, I love when racists just get made fun of relentlessly. I'm so sorry. It just makes me so happy. So she started posting more videos, and she's just being so racist. I don't even want to say the sentence. She says, quote, "These blacks want me to be bald so badly," end quote. Which is like it's like, how can you tweet something like this and not want or not expect a bunch of people to shit on you relentlessly if you're going to be this racist? But look at this video. Look at this fucking video. Okay. She grabs a piece from the back. Girl, and like, why does it look so nasty? Can I just say? It like looks so nasty too. Like she grabs like a piece back here, and it's like greasy and dry at the same time. It's so ratty. like literal like rat nest, like bird nest. Like, oh my god. Okay, sorry. So she like grabs her hair pieces from the back and like pulls on them really like as hard as she can to show like, look, I'm not balding. Okay, keep watching. Keep watching. And then she grabs her little clip-on bangs and gently tugs them. Girl, there is still time to delete this. Look at how hard she's tugging on the back hair, and then in the front hair she's like, ooh, and it's like moving. That's amazing, dude. Oh my god. Can you imagine if I put together a video and I'm like, look guys, I'm not balding. See, look. Ooh, just gently pulling my Absolutely. Like unfortunately, there's no amount of stress that will make me bald. Um, I, I will not, I have too much hair. My dad had an afro in like the 70s and 80s, like a literal like fro. My mom has a thick head of hair. Like my whole family is just like, they got it. They got it locked the fuck down. Like, I don't even think, like, even trying to show my hairline is like you obviously not bald. We will not be balding. The only bald spot I have is like the fact that my fucking baby hair never grew out. So I still have like baby hair here. And that's it. But if anyone who has hair like this, they are hairy, okay? And you should absolutely be owning the shit out of them by making fun of them being hairy, okay? That's what you should be doing. But these women are so bald that they're so obsessed with calling themselves not bald that they don't think that they should go on the offense. They're just too busy thinking about how sad they are that they're bald. Girl, here, I'm giving you the strat, okay? Like, yeah, wolf arms, like your response to people should be, okay, Chewbacca. That's what your response should be. Not, here's another video me showing that I'm bald. Like, no, stop posting the videos. Stop. Stop posting the videos. Please, please. Please stop. Oh my God. Well, honestly, don't stop. Keep posting them. But anywho, leave Chewie alone. Sorry. Not okay, Chewbacca. Oh. But anyways. Okay. Oh, man. Who's calling me? The ladies at the wig store following you around with scissors. The Marlboros are balding people. You should grow out an afro. Dude, for real. I should get on stream one day with like natural hair so you guys can see how big my hair gets. My hair gets gigantic. It's a little obscene. It gets a little obscene. It's after I shower. If I brush it after I shower, it's just like you straighten your hair all the time? Oh yeah, no, this is straight. Normally my hair is like really poofy. I have to straighten it because then otherwise it just gets tangled all day, every single day. And I just hate dealing with my hair being tangled all the fucking time. It's just, I think I've shared this story before, but my hair used to be like up to my hips. And because, you know, men of background, Arab parents, you're not allowed to cut your hair. So I had like super long hair and it was like 2C. For anyone who doesn't know hair types, that's okay. I'm here to show you guys what that looks like. My hair is like maybe a little less curly than this. Just a little bit less. And I know what you're thinking. Well, you should just rep it. It looks really nice. The problem is it only looks nice like the first day. And then it just looks like it just gets frizzy. You sleep on it and it's just fucked. You just sleep on it and it's destroyed and it's curly and it's tangled and you can't brush curly hair because when you brush it, you lose like the curls, like the tightness of the curl, and it just gets like, it just fuzzes. Natural, like curly, and my hair isn't even that curly. It's only like the bare minimum amount. But once you brush your curly hair, it just gets all over the place. And again, the worst part is that it gets tangled. It just gets super, super, super tangled. And it's harder to style, in my experience, because I'm not good at it. For me, it's harder to style. So anyways, moving on. What was I saying? Oh my God. So when I was younger, I got my hair Japanese hair strained. For anyone who doesn't know what Japanese hair straightening is, wear a silk bonnet. The problem is also I don't know how to style. So even when I wear a silk bonnet, it still looks like shit when it comes out of the silk bonnet. I don't know. I don't know what's happening when I'm sleeping. But anyways, moving on. When I was younger, I got it Japanese hair straightened. And if anyone knows what Japanese hair straightening is, basically like they just like chemically alter your hair, the hair that's already grown, to be straight. Like super straight. Ultra straight. And the problem is, once your hair grows, your natural hair grows in curly, but the rest of your hair is like stick straight. Hair conversion therapy. Actually, hair conversion therapy, yeah. Which is very different. So a perm, no, because it's not temporary. It's not temporary is the thing. Like, because there's like keratin treating hair, and keratin is like eventually it wears off. But with a Japanese hair straightening, they like chemically change your hair to the point where it will never get curly. And that area is like, this area is like, it, whatever is grown out is permanent, permanent, permanent. It's also really damaging for your hair. So anyways, so I get this like Japanese hair straightening, and my hair was never tangled. It was literally never tangled, ever. It was amazing. I would shower. I could just run my fingers through my hair. I would sleep. Didn't even need a hair tie or anything. And I would wake up and it would just be perfect. I was like, this is amazing. I can't believe people live like this. This is so, like, I was so mad. I was so jealous of people with straight hair because I was like, this is just how you live, bitch. Your hair never gets tangled. Oh my God. I was so pissed. I was so happy that I had it, but I was so pissed. And so like after that, I'm just like, dude, straightening it just makes life easier. Just straightening my hair. And my hair is healthy enough and I have enough of it and it grows fast enough that I can straighten it like every day. And it doesn't fall out. Thank you. Finally, a good roll. Finally. But yeah, is that Mike from PA from behind? This is actually Mike. This is a photo I took of Mike. So yeah, I can't handle dealing with my hair just like all the time. And the other problem too is when it rains or when there's any weather conditions at all and you're wearing natural curly hair, it's such a mess. It's like so brutal. It's so brutal. It's so brutal. So it's also like if you're sensitive at all to like your hair growing out, curly hair is just like, it's all over your face all the time. And there's no amount of effort and work you can put in to get it out of your face. Whereas at least when I straighten my hair, I can just put it in a ponytail and it's out of my face. It's unstoppable. It just does what it wants. So yeah, which is brutal because I really love humid climates. Oh my God, don't even get me started on wind. You just like the slightest breeze and it's all tangled again. It's like, oh, God fucking damn it. But one day we'll do a curly stream. It's on the list. It's on the list. I got curly ass hair. I love it, TBH, but it's so annoying to maintain. Yeah. No, a lot of girlies with curly hair, they just straighten it because if you have curly hair or you've ever had, especially thick curly hair, you know it's such a bitch to maintain. When it's curly, it's such a bitch to maintain. And that's why like most curly hair girlies just like straighten it. Not most, a lot. Sorry, not most. That's incorrect. You know, one person, people don't like the fact that Pokimane, why do you think Pokimane's hair is always like almost always straight? It's easier to maintain when it's straight. It's easier to deal with when it's straight. Because again, you can't brush curly hair. You can't. It'll frizz. You style it and then you have to leave it alone. And ideally, it doesn't get touched at all. Which is not easy. Okay. Waiting for it to dry takes forever. Yes. Pokimane also, like, her hair is almost always, whenever she's on stream, it's straight because it's easier to deal with. Right? Another person that people might not know that is another curly-haired girly. Pink. Pink is another curly-haired girly. But her hair is always straight. Again, probably partially because it's just easier to deal with. Question mark? Cinna as well. Valkyrie also. Valkyrie's hair is usually straight, but her hair is actually curly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Who is this? My wife. You wouldn't know her. She goes to Canada, but she's married to me, actually. Can you please cover the Nick Fuentes being gay controversy? I mean, is that a controversy? We already all knew that. But yeah, she's a secret curl. We need like a fake not slur for like curly haired girls. She's a secret curler. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. You guys can help me out. But again, anyway, sorry. I don't know why I went on the Stunlock for so long. TLDR. The reason I would guess, because this is the reason I do it, it's just easier when it's straight. Covert curler. Why are you adding all the curly girlies? Sorry. Sorry, you're right. My bad. Let me see. Is there that photo of like... Yeah, this picture, iconic. So many people's like minds were blown this day. They were like, wait, what do you mean? Wait, what do you mean all of these women who always have their hair straight secretly have curly hair? What? What the fuck? They lied to us. They lied. These women are lying to us. How could they do this? They used me for land development. Yeah. This is just too much. I am one of them. I am a secret curly hair girl that no one has ever seen my natural hair. Dude, yeah, that was really funny. When people said that they were doing cultural appropriation for wearing their natural hair. It's like, what do you want them to do? Have different hair? Bro, sorry, let me just grow my hair straight. Pokey got in trouble because people thought she was blackfishing. It's like, well, people don't. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't know that Pokemon is like Arab, and Arab people have curly hair. I know, it's kind of crazy. You can kind of tell when hair is straightened. I mean, I'll be honest. I always knew that Pink had curly hair. I always knew. I was like, I can tell. I can tell. She's Moroccan? No? Yeah. Okay, well, I shared enough women's secrets today. So that's enough. That's enough women's secrets. We got to make fun of the balding racist lady. Look, do you see what not being racist does for you? Do you see? You see what happens when you're not racist? You see? Do you see what happens when you're racist? Don't be racist. Don't do it. All right. God, that put this photo on this. We're moving on. We're done. We're done with that. We're done. We're done. Okay. Now, this is what I wanted to talk about. Let me pull it up. Hold. Hold. Excuse me. Hold. She's bald. Stop. We need an emote called She's Bald, but it's just this picture. All right. Wait, so Northern Lion is racist? You're just finding this out now? You're just finding this out now? Sorry you didn't know that. Someone pull up the clip. Someone pull up the Northern Lioness. This clip. Northern Lion. Spray. I can't believe you just are finding this out now.
Survive and you can read the
I should have had him. I just like,
Dan,
Dan, it's you and me against the world.
Okay.
Like one.
while you're waiting.
One is like kind of right here
His
by the orange
attitude, the
box.
way he's taking it.
Just camp in a corner. I'm coming to you.
Got one.
Got the other. Full tear.
Last one's right here. Oh wait, did you get? Oh, on you, on top of you.
All right, Ryan.
On down, drop down. I'm out of fucking ammo, dude.
What's up, Mal?
Your teammate lost the fight.
I don't think you were in my gulag.
I saw.
Anyways, yeah, he's obviously racist. Classic racist. Okay. Oh my God. Now, I wanted to pull this up. So, for anyone who has missed it, who's been living under a rock, after Emaru came out about her accusations against Miskiff, Miskiff decided he was going to sue Emaru, Asmongold, OTK, and Mythic. Twitch content creator Matthew Miskiff Ronaldo, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, has filed a lawsuit against two of his former OTK colleagues, Emaru and Asmongold, for defamation and monetary damages following allegations of sexual assault and harassment levied against him. Controversial Twitch streamer is also suing OTK, Mythic Talent, and King Gaming Labs. What the fuck is King Gaming Labs? After he was terminated from OTK following an October broadcast. Now, I want to find the actual document because the document itself is like, dude, the document is crazy. But I don't feel like finding the filing. Kind of, maybe I'll find it. Lawsuit came after Twitch streamer Emaru accused Miskiff of sexual assault, abuse, and where were we? Blackmail involving dead pets during an October 25th broadcast. Emaru said that she and Miskiff were in a personal relationship until early 2025. It later emerged that Miskiff was no longer with OTK Media and that over 1 million shares of the company's stock had since been reclaimed for him. This is important. OTK Media, also known as One True King, is an Austin-based company co-founded in 2020. By Miskiff, Asmongold, and other popular content creators. Emaru joined OTK in 2022 and became a co-owner in 2023. Where is... Hold. Here we go, found it. Continuing, he's suing them for defamation. Following his removal from OTK, Miskiff filed a lawsuit against Emaru, Asmongold, OTK, Mythic Talent, and King Gaming Labs for defamation and punitive damages. The lawsuit claimed that the harassment allegations against Miskiff were false and had caused reputational harm to him and his career as a content creator. Lawsuit states that Asmongold's own streams that had covered the situation between Emaru and Miskiff caused further damage to his reputation. These broadcasts were the reason why Asmongold, one of the most watched streamers on Twitch, was named in the lawsuit. And then Mythic Talent and King Gaming Lab stated that Miskiff breached his contract due to his removal from OTK and that he owes Mythic approximately $600K in management fees. The amount of damages Miskiff requested from the defamation lawsuit was not publicly disclosed. As of this writing, no parties named in Miskiff's lawsuit have commented about the situation and no court date has been set. So let me get into the details of this. I found the document. Thank you, though. Thank you, Ray. But I did find the document, thankfully. Let me zoom in a little bit. Let me scroll past all this stuff. Okay. Let's go through some of this together. Is there a way to... Wait, hold up. Let me try fitting. No. Damn, I wanna... One sec. I just want it to fit on the page. Now, obviously, it's a whole ass fucking document, so I don't want to read all of this because I'm not going to sit here for 24 hours reading one stupid document. But I do want to read some of this stuff. All right, here we go. Let's go. Wasn't Miskiff removed from OTK a while back? Well, I hope Tectone doesn't abandon him. S. Tectone's in quite the pickle. He's like, oh man. I want to side with, a guy who gets it, but also, man, I have to keep my allegiance to Asmongold. Fuck, this is so difficult. Why would he file a lawsuit knowing there's evidence against him?